are we?
Chad is a South Park.
Now this place is funny. I bet if we lived here, more people would watch.
It take corporate greed, and it take the politicians who have drained our economy. It's the lack of personal responsibility.
That is so true.
I never thought of that before.
I normally don't laugh at taint humor, but this is wrapped in such an important message.
Wait, maybe we shouldn't open it.
What the fuck are you talking about, Spanky?
Yeah, just open it!
This doesn't seem right. I mean, maybe we don't want a point. Don't you see? If I can't fart, or vomit, or fill up an ice tray with the afterbirth of Foxy's miscarriage and hand them out as ice pops to terminally ill children on my hospital tours without making some kind of point, then maybe it's just not worth it.
And I don't want to let dead chicks fuck me in my mouth for social commentary. I mean, what's wrong with just doing it because it makes me feel good?
Like social commentary. Everybody knows that these days if you want to be raunchy and funny on TV, you need to also be relentlessly preachy.
Too bad we never had a point.
Hey, know what you should do? You should go to Make a Point Land and get yourself a point from the Make a Point Wizard. You'll be back on the air in no time.
Really? Because if you're lying, I'll cut you. I'll cut you to the fucking bone!
Why don't you suck her stinky little taint? Why don't you suck my taint?
I think we've talked about it since we started working together, and you know, the first movie we did was Cannibal the Musical, which was a musical. And then we did Orgasmo, which should have been a musical.
It was supposed to be a musical. We actually wrote it as a musical, but then people giving us the money for it were like, "This, you can't make this a musical."
But we've always been into musicals, and I think it was just kind of destined to happen that we would go to Broadway.
It is kind of the big ultimate sort of final dream for me, like that. And that, I mean, it's because I've been trying to force musicals into everything. So I'm really, you know, the two bigger, more mainstream movies we've done, which was South Park and Team America, really were both musicals. And even with Team America, that had no business being a musical, I kind of forced it into being a musical still, and wrote a bunch of songs for it, and put music into it. So I really love the musical side of everything. Whenever we have a song in South Park, I love it. So, I mean...
We've been sneaking it in for years. Now we're just actually saying, all right, we're doing a musical.
We're finally going to admit it's a musical.
I'm Elisa Goodman. I'm from Los Angeles. I'm married to Ken Marcus, who is Julie Rovner's cousin.
Elisa used to be a casting director in Hollywood. Her casting partner, Abra Edelman, had a niece who was married to comedy writer Matt Silverstein.
And he gave Abra a tape of The Spirit of Christmas, and that's how we first learned about it. It was pretty outrageous.
Drawn Together is the lamest show ever! Watching it was like watching taint dry. And if I let you get a point, you might get your time slot back. Why the fuck would I do that?
You think that's bad? Remember when I auditioned to be David Hasselhoff's car?
But what's funny is, of course, this has become more notorious not for Muhammad and that whole thing, but because this is the episode where we rip on Family Guy. And so everyone, that's what most people want to talk to us about, you know, going, do you really not like Family Guy, or are you? And I just want to say for the record right now, like, we've seen Family Guy. We do hate it. We do hate Family Guy.
The Simpsons took a few shots at us, and we lobbed one back.
Really, Matt Groening is a friend of mine. I have nothing but warm feelings about that show.
What about South Park?
They can go to hell. I sense there's some anger there.
So now among the cartooning world, I like this because I have radio rivalries, that I really am serious about. Like there are people I hate in this business,
right.
And I don't even know them. I just hate them. You know what I mean? But you have a whole thing going on. Now let me understand the hierarchy in all this. The two guys that Trey Parker, Matt Stone, who do
South Park.
They hate you, right?
They seem to, yeah.
Now, why do they hate you? Do you know them personally?
I don't know them. I've met Trey maybe once or twice for all of 5 minutes at.
And when you see him, what goes down? Does he spit on you? Does he smack you? Does he bitch slap you? Is it physical at all?
No, it's a very cordial. Like when Churchill and Hitler would, be in the same room together.
And it's just a person, and we totally understand that people love it, and that's why we put it in the show. We understand that it speaks to some people, and it's like it can just be a simple laugh, and that's great. And we certainly don't think it should be taken off the air or anything like that. We just don't respect it in terms of writing.
Where is the drawn together gang? Israel must erase them.
They got away. Looks like you screwed up, Israel. You're in so much trouble.
You explain to boss what happened. Israel's sick of being blamed for every little fucking thing that goes wrong in the desert.
Hello there, drawn together gang. It's a pleasure to finally meet you face to face.
So you the dick that's been trying to kill us. How the hell did you even know we was coming here?
I told him!
Suck my taint, girl.
Rubbed you? Drawn Together is the lamest show ever! Watching it was like watching taint dry. And if I let you get a point, you might get your time slot back. Why the fuck would I do that?
Damn that girl.
Nice work, honey.
Thanks, Scott.
Israel really is our greatest ally. Whoa!
That's a bit much.
Israel's going a bit overboard again.
Looks like I'll be enjoying the Drawn Together gang in hell!
Whoa.
Next year in Jerusalem!
Ah, shit, cunt.
Why don't you suck my taint? Take it up the ass, metaphorically. Suck on a massive dong, allegorically. Slather spewing dung across a sweaty symbolic ass. And we can make this fuckhole a better